Hey folks, I'm Greg. Welcome to the next page of field notes. Hope you can hear me all right. I did not bring my microphones today. Didn't bring them on this trip. It was wasn't sure if I was even gonna bring a fly rod up here. I don't know if you can tell where I am. A couple of guesses. It is Seattle, Washington. Up here on some work trip. My girlfriend, and it's actually her trip, her conference. So I thought I'd bring a fly rod and chase some of these sea run cutthroat trout. And that's kind of what I wanted to chat a little bit about today, assuming you can hear me. Trying something new. I did a little research on fishing in the area. Wasn't going to have a rent car or anything, and didn't really want to do a guide. Still working in the daytime, so kind of looking for a DIY thing to do. And really, all the signs pointed to this sea run cutthroat, which I was completely brand new to, and so watched a ton of YouTube videos and figured out I had most of the gear that I needed except for stripping basket, which I hardly ever use, except on the coast, I guess, on the beach. But I didn't even own one, so I bought one up here. Hopefully I can get it back somehow in my gear. But got some gorgeous days up here, and just learning how to do this. And if you're not familiar with sea run cutthroat, like I wasn't, they're a cutthroat trout. They look just like a cutthroat trout, not a sea trout, speckled trout, cutthroat trout. And they live in the salt water and spawn in the fresh water, and they can spawn multiple years in a row apparently. So I figured I'd do a little research and learn how to do it. So got me some flies, brought the 6-weight, brought the Nautilus intermediate line, and when I got here, went over to Patrick's fly shop, and I think it's Patrick's. I'll check it. And got some real good help over there, and they gave me some directions and sold me a stripping basket. And so here I am at the park. It's tough fishing though. I mean, it's not, I know there's some tricks to it, and I know I'm not in the best place because I was limited by how I could even get here with the Uber. So I'm just at one of the parks here, not far from town. But hey man, I'm out here, I'm throwing a fly rod. I might catch one. It'll be my first ever if I can. It is tough. I timed the tide okay. You want I think, an outgoing tide. But I've been basically blind casting into the ocean for the last 2 hours, and no hookups yet. But I think the point of this video, and I don't have my stance, my arm's getting tired, is just if you're going somewhere not intending to fish, double think it. Double check, see if there's something in the area that you might be able to fish for. And bring a rod. I've regretted not bringing a rod and reel more times than I can count. So now, if there's any chance at all that I can make it happen, I'll bring it. And so that's my field notes for that. And learn something new. Even if I don't catch one of these guys, I've learned a lot about them, and met some good folks at the fly shop. Actually helped the guy at the fly shop too, because he's coming to Texas in a couple of weeks. So hopefully helped him out a little bit with where to fish, and maybe he wants to catch a Rio Grande cichlid, so something he'd never caught. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, this is just gorgeous. Got lucky with the weather. Still snow on the mountains over there on the Olympics, I believe. I'm gonna jump back in here, make a few more casts, call it a day. But what a cool experience. Not complaining. So once again, I'm Greg. Please like and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And I will catch you next week on Field Notes. Bye.